squad. Full sense, get ready to attack into what is a 3-player stack. yetujey's going to be able to find Crws, finishing that job, but JitBoyS gets a piece of the action, but the paint shell from xeus will take him down. primmie has been eliminated, and now it's just Killua and Leviathan to try to persevere in a 2v4.
It's going to be tough, no doubt about it. As good as Killua in particular has been, you're going to see his head. KROSTALY can't find the shots. It's a pause, though. Just a little bit of time.
30 seconds left.
Gonna have to make a move, and they're surrounded.
They have to tuck in as well from that fade on the north side. So if they try to re-wrap over to A now, they don't have the time to do it. But had they done, would have just been caught off guard. Right of the rug, gets the spot out into the headshot. Spike is on the floor, and Leviathan now have to try to see if find being even more concerning. Especially if that run it back comes into play. But Killua trying to hold that initial angle. Tailwind's going to be taken. The swing continues from xeus, and he will be taken down. Killua able to find the one. Leviathan quickly arriving on the north side, pushing past Dish, but will be held at bay by this trip. But we'll just go for a quick clear on that. Back pedals away. Meanwhile, yetujey, where are you going, son? Just sprints right up into primmie's face. He'll take that kill every day of the week.
It's going to open up the map a little bit here. Full Sense takes a pause. They're not just running at him. They're being pretty slow and methodical here on this attacker side, looking to set up this crunch, waiting kind of to clear a little bit of space. They've got Leviathan over towards drop, and see primmie wants to flash sands. Nobody home. His foot had guessed over towards the B side of the map where they had seen primmie earlier.
No one really at home. Sop, earliest arrival, working his way out towards that sands rope. Opting to pull the trigger, doesn't want to give his position away. Will just be the hawk down quick clear, but no, the reveal does end up coming through, so Killua has to backpedal out. He continues to occupy this space, but KROSTALY is able to find JitBoyS off screen. Spamming him down. It's now a 3v4 and 2 players low on HP. This could still end up being quite costly for Full Sense if they don't play this cleanly for the remainder. But damage going to be found there. The poke and prod, Leviathan waiting for the peaks to come in, but it's going to be Crws mowing down too. Because now sociable, the one that tried to get that listen in with Full Sense. So they try to tie things up.
Nailed them. Fire in the hole!
Okay. We'll get to that in a little bit as the showstopper is going to be ripped, but primmie just storming his way forward. Still has not yet invested the ultimate. Rocket not going to be able to find much of anything there, obviously, but gun barrel's going to be spotted. Leviathan's going to be taken down, but Crws able to peel things back into a 3v3. Orbital Strike as well going to be online. They still will commit in for this A plant. All 3 players from foot on arrival here on this drop side. Orbital Strike's going to be called in, immediately forcing them back away. Now the Sky Smoke to be cycled in as well, just trying to make this as difficult as possible to get the reapproach going. Rally to check the one side. All 3 players heard on that drop. Crws looking for the swing, but it's going to be Killua with the backstab. Come away with 2. They just can't quite get the read.
Walking into a bit of a trap here. They do get some damage on the KROSTALY.
Well, Orbital's even going to be invested into this one. Meanwhile, they will be able to isolate JitBoyS. He gets caught. Given the spacing that Leviathan's been able to find, that call to rotate's going to have to be made. But on that north side, you do have 2 players on the approach. Sop and yetujey slowly creeping forward. The camera's there, but at the moment, Leviathan not feeling safe enough to toggle.
30 seconds left.
That is actually maybe going to cause some problems here for Full Sense.
Oh, I maybe saw a pixel out of place. But xeus, just going to be running in, and Leviathan's just completely not ready for it. Kill found, now Sop here, waiting and ready. primmie caught off guard, the knives, able to find that elimination. xeus gets himself another.
Really suiting foot right now. They're happy to play this way. Let's see JitBoyS up close and personal.
Really bold sense goes for the push, and we'll have sociable dead to rights. The clean up on that kill, but yetujey here on this site's only going to be good for 1. Spike, however, going to be dropped. KROSTALY, a little push forward, finish something going to be Cypher. Well, Sop dialed in on this angle, fully anticipating that someone's going to go pushing from this rope side. He would be correct, but Killua just a little bit faster to be able to find that headshot before the second can be fired, but xeus is ready and waiting on the other side of the door. Ooh. Just disrespecting his own molly, going for a quick reposition, but primmie has fallen out. Crws has to try to clutch up. 1v2, his angle for the moment completely unread. Sees the first, swing in the corner, he's gonna be able to spot the ball! That's them paying the iron price. Opening volley of shots here, not going to be connecting from Sop. Meanwhile, overdrive in play. JitBoyS trying to find this kill, but xeus will be able to shut him down. That's a massive one, and that is the showstopper. Ends up getting online, but he lobs it into no avail. No one else scaling fast enough alongside the Neon to be caught by the ult, but it's still a player advantage, and yetujey scaling all the way towards this south side, towards that attacker's spawn. He gets all the information, but they've either taken their up the north, or they're completely boxed in the halls.
Yeah, and so they can just commit towards this A side and set up some crossfires, and it's going to be really difficult for Full Sense to break through this.
No kill, you can't use that neural theft to realize that you're walking in the wrong side as Crws will get taken down. Stop able to find the two, the up and over into the
shield, because otherwise they are in very, very good form.
Leviathan's in a very, very bad spot. Even if Sop can't find that kill, the rest of the players crunching to the north side certainly would have done.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Running back now to be committed in from primmie. Leading the way forward. They're giving him the angles though, as yetujey will peek out, loses his life. They will approach up through tower. Maybe not going to be able to see too much else over on that arcade side, but I've gotten a couple of audio cues, I'm sure. Nightfall now going to be sent forward, but it's just going to be a pivot back through the spawn of the defenders to try to get the spike planted on A, but primmie gets caught up in transit. Face forward from Killua, dead at Canteen. xeus holds his own, and now it's a 2v4.
This looked like it was going to be a good read, but Full Sense tried to trick FUT by leaving a couple players behind.
Last player standing.
Man, Sop is on it.
Any concerns about this guy playing Jet have quickly been dispelled as he is just dancing on him!
JitBoyS trying to drum up some attention.
Oh, it's going to be the Leviathan.
Keep just kind of maneuvering around. He's going to pull the blades again.
Just an immediate investment. Meanwhile, Killua going to be spotted there. Quick little pixel angle around the smoke, so sociable able to clean up the kill. Face forward and Sop is feeling it! He cannot find that fourth, not another 4K. primmie will be able to sit him down. He comes away with his second. He's looking frantically for a weapon, has the spike in hand. Crws around the corner, but will be able to finally find a Vandal. Clears the boom bot, yetujey arriving on that north side, and primmie is going to have to try to fight his way out of this one as he gets the kill on this. Exactly ready to come through, but xeus already striking out, able to find a kill, and JitBoyS is going to be taken down on entry. primmie's able to find one Killua. One kill, going to be traded back, but he eats an immense amount of damage. The ult will expire. Full Sense lucky to get themselves even into a 2v3, it feels like. It feels like they have also no other options, no other recourse other than to advance forward into this B site, try to get the spike in play, try to hold the line, but sociablEE has that orbital strike available.
He's moved back over.
It's 18 seconds. They're still checking for the spawn. This is going to be a face in. And Prowler check the corner, but double face forward around. It's going to be xeus going to be taken down. 2 for 2 so far. Quick little reposition, Stop with the repeaks, looking for that kill, but Crws hits a pelter of a shot. Put the Jet down on the floor. It's Full Sense to try to rescue this 4th round. This half of themselves. Orbital strike going to be called in. Crws forced back over in towards main, now off the site. His own orbital going to be called in as well towards Canteen. The players are pushed forward in front of this one. Now Crws is taken down. The spike is now isolated.
Look at these smokes.
Lost in the smokes, perhaps. The sociablEE will get noted and dealt with, but now a 1v1. yetujey and primmie. Spike still on the floor, and yetujey with a bold reposition, swinging all the way through that underpass. primmie, where does he go as the spike gets planted? He's got no util to speak of, no molly to try to buy time. He just has to win this out with that Phantom. He's watching the correct angle. At this point, he just has no idea. So yetujey, silent walk in towards tower. primmie to re-wrap back around, just checking the spawn. Can peek out from that gen side, will have sight lines. But it doesn't even need it, yetujey!
I don't really feel like that's going to be the case. Crws there, going to get identified by Cam. He's just going to have to evacuate. No hope here. Oh boy, that was close.
Yeah, taking a risk, not tucking away into the corner of Canteen. Space has been given up, so sight going to be taken here by FUT very quickly. primmie curveball at the ready, sees not to get the grab. Brought back to Sop, going to be unspotted. sociablEE just pushes forward into that smoke, able to find a kill with that frenzy, and xeus gets primmie taken down. Only sociablEE gone thus far, and FUT continue right where they left off at the end of that first half. It is another pistol.
JitBoyS is going to clear the haunt. Could be under a lot of pressure. Goodbye, Leviathan.
Just dead off the rip. Just checking the main. JitBoyS will be able to peel back some of the pressure as xeus ends up falling. But the entry is still there. The site is still taken. Full Send still are going to have to try to go for this retake as the spike will get planted over in the corner.
Spike planted.
Holding back primmie and Killua for the moment. There's that clear. Sop, his attention now going to be paid towards main. Cage popped, and that does allow him to just drift back onto a deeper, safer angle. No catch from the Prowler. primmie slotted forward, sociable, slowly drifting down through that. So we're looking at the catch. Curveball's out.
Sight'ta. Molly miss. Kötü molly atacağım. Piklesene molly'ye. Pikle.
Player
Dur
standing.
salak.
Ne yapıyor abi? Oo hala şut basıyor. Şimdi pasa bak. Oğlum mouse'u gitti amına koyayım lan. Mouse'dan oldu senin harbi. Fight'ta mouse.
Good.
Face in, sociable will pay the price. Top at the same time, creating this pressure on B as the spike gets brought over, and it's just Leviathan tucked into tower. With that judge in hand, face forward into the spawn, and he tears him apart again. He's looking for more, and he's got it. JitBoyS dead.
On Fracture, I think this is still going to give them a lot of problems.
There's a haunt, yetujey just a tuck back. Green wrap though, as KROSTALY nearby to try to keep this site protected, and they still have not sussed out that Zeus is going to be on this approach to the sewer, and now they get the bad news. primmie, however, still going to be able to find two, but then quickly gets sat down, and Sop comes away with that kill. And it's just Crws with the Bandit now in a 1v3. What a clutch this would be, but for now, it does seem that pistols will continue to elude this Thai squad. Haven't been able to find one yet. There's the realization. Taking space towards garage. The Prowler able to identify that tripwire. yetujey just spraying and playing. Nothing going to be found. As relay bolt goes over towards backside. Swing in though. sociable's going to be able to find one. Leviathan dead over and long with JitBoyS cleaning up that kill.
No.
yetujey, he just tucked away. Tries to get the transfer. He cannot. Killua will be able to take him down, but into a 3v3 we go. Spike still not yet planted. We'll go for it now.
Spike
Backside
planted.
plant to try to play away from this garage angle. Able to catch Zeus off guard. The Marshall shot's forward. Now uses run it back to get rid of Sop. Flash does manage to connect. It's going to be yetujey holding things from that garage side to shut down the ultimate. At the same time, Leviathan going to be spotted, but yetujey tries to reswing in the garage, and he's giving up so much space. Zeus is able to find one. Sop with another as JitBoyS will get taken down. 3v3 with the Prowler spotting Sop. A quick little exit. Has to give up this space, so for now, Spike can be planted. He's out, sociable, catching them off guard, comes away with two, and now it's just Killua in a 1v3. Started off the year being so very clutch for this Thai squad. Can he deliver here on the biggest stage of his career thus far? He finds the first. Turns back, clears the recon, but that's what... Will to the face in. There's the paranoia, and Zeus is able to collect one. Now the convergent path's immediately going to be invested. Blinded up, but the smoke just completely keeps them protected. And the stray spray from Zeus is able to find JitBoyS. KROSTALY now to open up, and they're just killing everyone! No vision necessary!
Too much time on this clock, you would think.
Yeah, this is a big swing back in. yetujey just around the corner at the top of sewers. Right, come checking down, and he does, and Crws cannot find.
This time, though, what a shot from Sop.
And what a read to be prepared for the different level. Meanwhile, peek out at heaven, there it is, and Leviathan unable to find the flick, and he's going to be the one eating the damage. He does get some through actually on the KROSTALY, so the wall bang does connect. Fairly even across both sides. Meanwhile, JitBoyS checking down in the sewers, making sure that there's no sneaky Zeus down there. Spike can be planted, but this is going to be a difficult hold for Full Send. So the Nightfall's immediately going to be invested, but Sop just maintains that angle, and he's able to find Leviathan. 3 players now to try to hold this line. It's the up and over. In doesn't matter. Sop, of course, he's good for it. And he's going to stick around. Prowler doesn't scout him. And it's double shorty shots to the back of JitBoyS score. The punish isn't there. He repeats. He finds Crws. And then he overheats a little bit, but it doesn't matter. The damage is done.
You got to find a way to set up JitBoyS with his ult here. I think that's the big win condition in my mind for the Thai squad in this round. Gonna try to
out.
Look at the discipline, though.
Yeah, just the back pedal. Just give up that space. FUT are trusting in their protocols to be able to get this retake going, so see how they do decide to pilot it. Plenty of noise being made, but for now, Leviathan playing this patiently. JitBoyS going to be taking down Leviathan. Does manage to catch one. Sociable will fall, but he can't find the follow-up as yetujey peeks out in the window and manages to strike him down. Primmie's dead. Killua gone. For years.
Yeah.
His dad's into MMA, so this is not looking good at all. As now, run it back, going through, but the tripwire slows it up, allows for KROSTALY to just go ahead, tuck away on that long side, and maybe catch these players off guard. As the smoke will dissipate, and yep, there's the sick realization as JitBoyS will fall, and KROSTALY finds another. Punches forward, and he can do no wrong. He gets 3 from that position. And it just feels like daylight robbery.
It's just a masterclass. You're in trouble, primmie.
One enemy remaining.
He's done. He's gone.
Spike down A.
Got this off. You'd love to hold on to it, and it will be a solid and fast shot to take down Sop.
JitBoyS that he could be there. He just doesn't really react to it. And then I just tease up KROSTALY. Leviathan going to be good for 1. Quite split the difference there.
Sop again.
My ult's ready.
Finds JitBoyS, and yep.
Oh, this
Couple
is
shots out, and Zeus now starting to swing, and there's the catch. Crws going to be taken down. Primmie throwing out that curveball. Is able to find 1, but can't clean up both kills. Only able to get yetujey. Killua, however, coming away with the waylay. Now needs to push forward, take point, try to win this fight. He will be able to get the catch on the 1, but he cannot find anything else. Leviathan now.
30 seconds
Tap
left.
of the plant. Sociable TPing forward. Leviathan, however, unable to scale forward and get that catch, so the Omen stays alive. He's now going to make the noise. Sprinting over towards C. FUT with every little bit of information they could possibly want. A rendezvous set up in the garage.
10 seconds left.
As he tries to get this plant in play. A couple seconds to spare. Forced away from it. Now has to commit, and he's deep in backside, and the time is gone! This angle, so Sop still able to get himself implanted in sewer. Continuing to swing out wider and wider.
No
It's a bit of damage. He does tailwind away. Primmie putting a shot into his shoulder. Nightfall now going to be committed. That connects on the 3 players here on the site. Full sense looking to try to up the pace. Sop, however, drawing out the blades, just dancing across the gap. Is able to find 1 as Primmie will fall, and Zeus now getting involved. Is able to find Crws to boot. Swing in, can't find the adjustment, but he's hearing the footsteps. Pushing in towards the C site, and he just has to give the space, so Spike is going to be planted very quickly by FUT.
look at yetujey. He's stuck all the way around spawn.
Does that go red at all? Clearing the corners has not really been a big positive for Full Sense so far in this series. yetujey will just be able to have the catch. A quick, merciful 1-tap to put down Leviathan. Sop will get burnt down decently here, so some damage can be found, but push out of the smoke, and Zeus just has him dead. Primmie's going to be able to find 2 again in this pistol, but can he get more? Because that's what they need. Crws now on the arrival. Picks him up at the time and starting to bleed down. Looking for that defuse, the paranoia. Not going to be connecting. Primmie looking to try to
He
hold.
realizes he's in trouble.
Drifting away, and Rendezvous won't take him out to safety, so quickly backpedal away. Meanwhile, Tripwire going to be noting this entry into the window in mid. Spike can be planted. 5v5 for the post plant. But looking decently favored for now.
They're going to try to regroup. They just cleared a trip at long.
Paranoia going to be sent immediately, and it's going to be Leviathan dead. The ult nullified. Crws still trying to work his way over here. The time is starting to bleed down. Primmie has spot on the 1. The cam's going to be sent in. JitBoyS is just sprinting forward onto the side, but he's just not moving fast enough. Those nerves coming through. Can't quickly close the gaps. The cleanup looking good here as Crws now to try to find a little bit more
back. This looks like a full-on B hit.
JitBoyS is just going to be found through that smoke. Blind connecting, but Primmie gets himself into back sight, but he's now boxed in and taken down. Sociable still from behind is able to find the kill on a Killua, and Crws tries to hold this line. Final
Spike
bullet
down,
does connect. Gets himself into a 1v2. The Spike here at his feet. Sociable on that reposition, but Crws is focused forward, fighting out in towards mid. Just trying to isolate these picks. He's in, re-swings out. Gets it into a 1v1, considers the ult for a reposition. Just slots back over to the connector side. Spike at the same time does get grabbed, and with 50 seconds to play, yetujey could go anywhere, but Crws going to be hot on his heels. But he pumps the brakes. He doesn't go swinging out. And yetujey at the moment, he does not have sights trained on this.
It's one of those rounds from the veteran who comes up huge, but you know, we saw this very early.
That's for now, just double dash over into the cubby. Killua gonna try to get away, but that does manage to connect onto him. And Sop on the entry. It's posted up on the box quickly, is able to find that elimination. Double wraparound from behind though. Leviathan and Crws, triple here. Quickly closing the gaps, but Sociable, he's now hurt them. He sends out that paranoia, he's gonna reposition, but primmie does end advantage to have it red.
Planted.
Still gonna be found, JitBoyS just with a stinger. He's gonna struggle to fight his way forward. And now has been, I believe, tripped off as well. He's locked in position, dives out.
One
Not
enemy
quite able to
remaining.
find that one, doesn't line it up. KROSTALY peels back another kills. Primmie's gonna be taken down, and JitBoyS cannot find any. And is now Killua again gonna be the one put under pressure. Teleport up into heaven. Sociable, does he go for the peak? Clearly suspicious of this, but has to give away the space. But now he's going to be trapped in the site, and Sop will collect the elimination. Sociable still here, now flushed out. Leviathan brings it back, gives them a hope. On a back pop, the tuck into the corner. Primmie has not checked this one at all, but he's still able to find KROSTALY before getting taken down. Backs over to the connector, but Sop is still alive, and that is still a concern if you are full sense. 3v3 with the drop down, and primmie is able to find both duelists, Sop and Zeus. Knocked out of the park, and now it is down to yetujey. The ping reveal, but JitBoyS
It's gonna be
still have these rifles in hand, but okay, Leviathan will push out of the mid. Primmie eventually able to find the kill, and that's gonna be the duelist down again. As weapons can be recovered, the space gonna be given up, but primmie immediately shifts over, reads his lurk forward, dispatches yetujey. And now it's just Sociable and KROSTALY to try to see if they can somehow little rabbit out of the hat. Or full sense trying to get within 5. Revealed on the hawk, but KROSTALY is boxed in. The spike is now down. And Sociable, well, he's got 1 minute and 5 seconds if he wants to hold on to this weapon.
Sociable, I think, is going to clear.
The face out, and the flippy Sop take it down. KROSTALY does manage to peel back one as JitBoyS will fall. Get Killua tagged to 40.
Yeah, but so much space was taken because A had been completely abandoned by full sense.
Neural theft. Getting the spot out now. They know that primmie's going to be on that flank. They continue to inch the spike more towards the C side of the map, but maybe just a little bit of a reconsideration. They do have that A site secured.
Incredible map movement right now from FUT. They are just
30
making
seconds
full
left.
sense guess.
He knows that yetujey is going to be lurking around this site, but he doesn't know that he's already gotten himself deeply entrenched inside of it. Now primmie looking and considering that double back, but with the spike planted, he has to play forward. He has to play towards the site itself. The shot goes wide. Leviathan unable to find the enemy Sova. Now primmie needing to continue to do incredible work, but it's just a firing squad waiting for him. And Killua tagged to 40. Would have to pull off a miracle here and now. Shock Dart takes him down to 19. And it just feels like this one is already over. The nightfall to be committed, because why the hell not? But as he